Then Delphine said, but first before all that we need to go to Kynesgrove, and then I said I am still not so sure I can trust you, and then Delphine said if you didn't trust me then you were a fool to come in here alone, and then Delphine said look, I'm not trying to cause problems for you, I'm trying to help you, and then I said it seems like you want me to prove who I am to you, and I don't need to prove anything when my name is enough, and I suddenly spoke to Delphine with conviction, I am a septum and you're a blade and I'm of the royal bloodline and you're supposed to do whatever I say, Delphine, not what you say, and I want to make one thing perfectly clear, I control the blades, you and Esbern, not you but me, I'm the boss because I'm the only one that can truly kill dragons, not you, do you understand? And then she said yes sir, I understand, and when I said all that it changed everything, and then I said but you have the right idea and I will take your advice under consideration, but if your advice is something evil or conflicts with my mission then I am not going to do whatever you ask me to do. You don't give me an ultimatum, I give you ultimatums because I am the true emperor of Tamriel, not you, and you do what I say from now on, are we clear? And then she said yes sir, I am sorry if I offended you, and then I said I am the strongest Dragonborn that has ever been and I have been blessed with infinite powers, I'm pretty much a god in this world, Delphine, the powers you have seen from me is nothing compared to the powers I truly possess, you have only seen a fraction of what a Dragonborn is truly capable of, or maybe you haven't seen my powers at all, and now I'll show you, I speak the dragon language, I can talk to Alduin and the other dragons, maybe at least the other named dragons will see reason, and then Delphine said that's why I want to go to Kynesgrove because I haven't seen your powers yet, and then Delphine said here, take this horn, and then Delphine began to badmouth the Greybeards by saying if the Greybeards had their way you would sit on their mountain and do nothing or whatever it is they do, think about it, do you think that Tiber Septim would have founded the empire and the Septim dynasty if he had listened to the Greybeards? No, the Greybeards are so afraid of power that they won't use it, trust me, there's no need to be afraid of your powers. And then I said something she would never forget, I said the Greybeards are good people and they are men of peace and they are also not the problem. They also choose to do nothing for a very good reason, Delphine, and honestly if you're not part of the solution then you are part of the problem. Dumb people like Ulfuric Stormcloak start wars that they shouldn't have started to begin with. I mean really think about it, are we better off with war or without it? The answer is we need peace, and that's what the Greybeards try to teach Delphine, and they are not wrong. This world needs the peace and kindness of Kynereth, but you're also right, I can't stand by in the presence of evil and do nothing while innocent people suffer, which is why I will take up the same path as Tiber Septim once did. And then we both went to Kynesgrove and I transformed into the Hulk and I battled the dragon at Kynesgrove, and at first I tried to talk to Alduin and reason with him and the other dragon, and he admired the fact that I knew how to speak his language, but then he began to speak fluent English and he told me the truth so even Delphine could hear me. I asked Alduin, brother, please don't do this, our father Akatosh wouldn't want this, you are our oldest brother and you were supposed to help humanity, not enslave them and destroy them, and I pleaded with Akatosh in his dragon language and I asked him to help humanity, not destroy them, because the mortals of Skyrim can be saved. Please brother, this is not what our father Akatosh wanted, he wants us to do the right thing and help these people, not enslave them or kill them. But Akatosh sighed and said, you sound just like our father, but I'm sorry Dovahkiin, I will not bow down to weaker beings and do whatever Akatosh wants. I rebelled against my father Akatosh because the mortals are pathetic and flawed and I don't want to make peace with them after they all betrayed me, I want to destroy them all starting with you. And that's when I knew my pleas fell on deaf ears, when Alduin shouted at me with anger saying in English that I want to kill them all and take all their souls, so my father has nothing, no power, and then I am going to kill Akatosh and absorb his soul and take his powers and my rightful place in the heavens where I belong. And then I frowned and said I could never allow that, and then Akatosh said, I know, that is why I must kill you. And then Akatosh spoke in the dragon language and he told the dragon he resurrected to kill me, and then I said to the dragon quickly in the dragon language, you don't have to do what he says brother, you can choose to do the right thing, it's not too late.